Yeah, psychology open house. No maidens, only cake. Hell yeah. Cake doesn't have booty, Cabellas. You can cake though. In fact, we don't need. No, don't. Let's go over the stages of content. You have from the viewer side. You have they find it, they find the content, they engage with the content. Then Doc Marlowe, what did I walk into here? I'm talking about the entertainment industry. I know it doesn't look like it. Also, beard titties.
Yes.
So with content, with any entertainment, you have people have to find it, then they have to click on it or engage with it, and then they have to stay. Right? And then after that, you have like, purchasing, supporting, etc. But those three main steps are the most important ones. You can't have someone in your community if they don't find your first. Redhead, Predhead. Yeah, exactly. Discover, devour, digest. Perfect. I struggle and I don't do big events. I've never done them. I don't do them. Because I find bother more people. Exactly. Like Tree Kicker. You came in from the raid, right? Am I pegging that correctly? Can't recall. Did one last week Friday? No, but that wasn't a big event though, Kerbellos. You pegged right? Hell yeah. We love pegging in this household. Rune, this is Tempestus-Husky.
Hi.
You do be looking like a... What would be like a Rick and Morty ass name for a species that looks like you? Oh, we gotta go to the planet of the Schmorlocks. We got a Schmorlock over here. Antisocial behavior. Never forget, Smog is a capitalist. Sure, Smog is a dragon. Actually, it is a fire worm from the northern mountains. And you may have not noticed, but he is actually one of the smaller of the fire wyverns, despite his depicted size. Algambor the Black actually stood 2 mountains abreast before Feanor rammed his flying magic ship into its chest and killed him. It was actually kind of anticlimactic.
Pain.
Watching him get wrecked is going to be great. I mean, yep, believe in you all the way.
Look, either way, there's great content here. Because either you pull it out of your and it's a great victory, or it's one of those, we're going to brick the run for the content, baby, right. And it ends up, oh yeah, nope, I made content.
Whoops, did I make a little bit of content? I hated that. I'm very sorry about that.
I really hated that too. I accept your apology.
Yeah, doing your miss.
Fuck you and the plane you walked off on. Or however that saying goes.
Perish. Okay, first order of business. Oh boy, would you look at the time? No, it's fine. It's fine, Marked. I get it. You like Minerva more. VTuber drama. I'm kidding. I don't give a f. I genuinely don't care. I'm sorry if that came off as honest at all. The most... oh, geez. What is it exactly? I'm going to get shredded in the chat if I don't say this correctly. Occam's razor. Oh, I typed Occam's razor. Great. Is a principle in theory construction that evaluating the according to which oh, that is the worst way to phrase that. Why would this is what Google came up with. Occam's razor is a principle of theory construction or equivalent evaluation according to which, other things equal, explanations that posit fewer entities or fewer kinds of entities are preferred to explanations that posit more. That is the worst way to say that the best answer is the one that is the least complex. Like, or that the simplest answer is often the truth. Like, that is the most complicated way. I hate academic writing so much. And this is the big thing. is introspect. Take time. Dig into your biases, dig into your prejudices, tear them apart, limb by limb, idea by idea, learn where the little bits come from, throw away what you don't need, keep what you want. Acting different from different groups thing that I was taught not to do. No, that is the same thing, and that is stupid. You should adapt to your surroundings. Don't betray who you are. If you're a brave person, I'm not saying don't be brave. But what I'm saying is, like, if you're in a circumstance where if you're in a circumstance where something that you normally do isn't socially appropriate, then you shouldn't do that. Yeah, exactly, Cab. It's small tweaks, small tuning between the different social groups that you're in. Like, for example, when I'm hanging out with Diggy privately, he and I make jokes that, I probably wouldn't make on stream. Not because they're, like, harmful, right? But just, like, I use different language when I'm in private. I use different language when I'm at my career. Like, when I'm at the school working with middle schoolers, I don't say fuck at all. And it sucks. I love that word. And I don't say it. But, like, my point is, depending upon your circumstances, depending on where you are setting and people-wise, you're always going to do stuff a little bit different. And that's okay. You should adopt. You should adapt to different people. How about demanding 100 Philistine foreskins? Is that an option these days for severing? I think that, if you have 100 foreskins on hand, I think you can make a cool hood or a cape out of it, but that's probably the extent of it. Visualizing cutting out piece of cloth or brain helps me cut off negative thoughts and previous cringes that don't matter anymore. Yeah. What kind of question was that? Inanna, since you are new here, I will tell you explicitly. If you see Count being a fucking weird champ, just ignore him. He's just a goofy goober. He's got a bunch of kids and a very busy life, so I think he comes here to be a fucking dork as a stress reliever. So I wanted to get your thoughts on this. You have someone you do consider a friend. Another friend hasn't had the best experiences with them. Nothing bad or illegal. They just disagree. So they are at odds, either mutually or in a one-sided manner. Is it scummy to maintain that relationship and be like, that's between you two? No, it's not. I'm so glad that you asked that question. That shit is the healthiest fucking way to do it. Cab, I will tell you directly. There are people that I know that you and them don't get along, and I like both of you. Oh, okay. I'm gonna pop off for a second. If someone doesn't like somebody, that's okay. It's okay for people to not get along. I tell the kids that I work with this shit almost every fucking day. When I have a kid who goes, I like this thing, and then someone else goes, I don't like that thing, and the first person or the second kid, like one of them gets upset, I look at both of them and I go, it's okay to not like the same things, right? Yeah. It's also okay to not or to dislike different things. Yeah. So what are we upset about? It's not a big deal. No matter what, if you put 100 nerds in a room, you're gonna be able to split them down the middle as to who shot first, Han or Greedo. Like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, people are gonna differ. We're all different. We're all maybe not unique, but we're all incredibly different, right? It's okay to associate with two different people that don't like each other. That doesn't make you a bad person. If a couple gets a divorce, you don't have to pick. That's fucking stupid. I can like this person and the other person in the relationship, even if they were shitty to each other. So it doesn't matter. And I'll go a step further. I'll put this shit on the fucking line. If you are a friend with two different people, okay, and one of those two people says, hey, I don't like it that you spend time with this other person, you tell them the fuck right out that that's not okay. You tell me why I shouldn't like that person. What did they do? Okay, that sounds like you two don't get along. And if that's what's happened, if that's the issue, that two people don't get along, that doesn't mean that they are not someone that is allowed to get along with. Because two people don't get along, that doesn't mean that one of these people needs to be socially ostracized. That just means that two people don't get along. Fucking who cares? People are weird and complicated. It's fine. It's okay. It's not okay to hurt others for being different. True, unless the different that they're doing is overtly genocidal. In which case, maybe that's okay. But I'm not gonna get too deep into that. Let's see. Everyone knows I never win fights with Steez, but I decide to love both Steez and my friends. Yeah. Or they don't like the thing that I like. That means that they're wrong. True. Because the creator space. Yes. People do in fact be children, Cab. You are right. I find that shit so fucking exhausting. I'm gonna be super honest. Like, genuinely. It's goddamn high school. It's so stupid. You know what? I'm /markering that. Clip it, send it, show it to everybody. If you think that two people shouldn't get along because one of those people hurt you, but are not an overtly bad person, like not a certifiably bad person, then you need to get the fuck over yourself. For real. You need to just get over yourself. Maybe it's just me, but defining a friendship on a single disagreement on one topic, it's a bit poor. People have different tastes. And, people are complicated. People are incredibly complicated. Super complicated. I'm not going to sit here and get super into the weeds on this because I feel like it can go down a weird political path really quickly, and that's not the kind of content we do here. But suffice to say, outside of, I think, a relatively short list of specific things, if someone has an opinion, that does not mean that the whole apple is rotten. You slice the bad part out and you move on. My funny question that I think you can tackle pretty well is, if you are considered a great worker within your field, but you have not been doing great lately, you haven't been on your A or B game, you're like your F game, what is a way that you can get back into your groove when nothing else works? Do something you haven't done before. Go out of your comfort zone. Okay. You're on a carnival ride, right? You're on a carnival ride and you're on you're on a carousel. And you're on one of the little horses on a carousel. It's a thing that spins around. And for whatever reason, you have to get off your carousel horse for a second. You can run yourself ragged trying to catch back up to the same horse, or you can just stand by and wait for a horse to come and get onto the new fucking horse. Don't chase what you were doing. Do what you want to do now. Achieving achieving normalcy, or your normal, I should say, one step at a time by getting back into your own rhythm is a difficult and complex process that's worth doing. Don't try to do it all at once. Chop that shit down into smaller parts. Do parts of what you used to do. Then bring more in. And then before you know it, you have your new normal, and it looks probably a lot like your old normal, or maybe it doesn't. Who cares? What if the new horse is a high horse? Well, then fucking jump. I don't know.